Good morning, everyone. We are here yet another Sunday having our resource person, Dr. Jayashri Itti, who is HOD of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science Department of S.G. Balekundri Institute of Technology, Belgavi. She is here with us to share about managing our databases dynamically. So let us all hear from her. To you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Chetna. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. As the title is the manage your data using a dynamic database engine, okay, which is the dynamic database engine is our Microsoft Access. So now I'll share the screen. It's nothing but a Microsoft Access. So now everybody says the teacher is not only doing a teaching nowadays with a lot of accreditation work and the documentation, so that we are doing more than our teaching like. So for that, the teacher should know how to document the things, which plays a very important, or we can assist our subordinates at least to look after the data management like. Okay, so nowadays which is a very important for the teachers. So thinking in that way, I took up this topic as the managing a data using a dynamic database engine using a Microsoft Access. So Microsoft Access is application software, and it is also a database management system. Okay, so we are already using that Microsoft Excel. Okay, so both are very different programs here. Okay, everybody is acquainted with the Microsoft Excel. Okay, then the features of the Microsoft Excel are, it has a more data types like okay, that I'll be showing the demo now. Okay, then it is a very highly productive tool. Okay, and even the business people and entrepreneurs can easily make use of this tool to keep their record or the customer's record, the product or a sale, anything. There are a lot of data type options are available for the user, and we can use this Microsoft Access for the storing, the analyzing, communicating, and manipulating the information. So where it will be a very good presentation to the group of people or the audience. In that way, that we can arrange the data in a very systematic manner. Even the library management system, the people can make use of this Microsoft Access. When I started extracting the Microsoft Access, I found it very interesting rather than our Microsoft Excel like. And the one more the feature of this is it can handle approximately about 5 million records like. Okay. So then today's the Microsoft features, the main features of this are like creating a tables, we can create a queries, and we can also create a forms and a reports. And all of these things can be connected together with a macros like. And one of the more benefit of a Microsoft Access is it is relatively compatible to the SQL. Okay, that all of us know about a structured query, a language like. So we cannot say that the which is better than the Excel and all, but because we teachers are most of the time we are making use of an Excel because we have done with an Excel. So when I started using Access, I felt the Access is more better than a Excel like. So where we can keep the data in a very much organized way, and it becomes easy to search for the particular data. And at a time, the multiple users can simultaneously use of this, the Microsoft Access. So these are the database components where I am going to highlight all these, like how to create a table. Okay. Then from the table, how we can create a query, and how to generate a forms, okay, and how to generate a reports. So today I'll be highlighting these 4 things. Okay. Now I'll close this PPT. Now I'll go for the Microsoft Access. One minute, I'm not to go to desktop or to go.
So you can minimize that.
Yeah, this only I'm minimizing it. Yeah, I think the screen is visible, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Rest, okay. So now if you right click it here, so there is a new. Okay. So in that, the first one, that is a Microsoft Access database, I'm opening it. See, that icon is appearing on the screen here. So now I'll open it. Okay. See, this is a screen of the Microsoft Access. See now, as I'm interested in creating a table, so now I'll go for the create. See, in the create, so there is a table and there is a query can be generated and a forms can be generated and overall report of the whatever the table you have created, we can create the report of that also. So in each of the things, there are again a 2 to 3 parts are there. We can have our own design, okay, or with the existing design also we can make use from the Microsoft Access. Okay. So now we'll create a table. See how interesting and how unique the creation of a table in case of a Microsoft Access. So when I go to the table, I'll double click it. So when I double click, at the left hand side, I got a view here. See, when I click that view, there are 2 parts will come. One is a data sheet view and another is a design view. So now what type of a design I want in my table, I'll create it. Okay. So that table name, I'll give it as a student data. So I'm going to store the student data or I'm creating a table of a student data. Okay. See, this is our design like that. And one more unique feature of a Microsoft Access is a ID. So that is a primary key that will be automatically generated, which is not available in other tools like. So next, when I go for the field name, so what are the fields I want to create it here like? See now I'll take a student name. I'll do a little bit faster. Then suppose you want a mobile number of the student you want to store. Yes, I'll click it as a mobile number. Then a different category I'll take. Suppose if I take an address, I'll take it. Then city, I'll take city. Then email ID I'll take of a students and image I'll take it. Suppose if the student is in the college where this thing, then suppose how much amount of a fees he has paid, that also like we can take it. Image instead of that, I'll put it as a student, a photo. Okay. So like this way, the way I want, I can choose the fields here. And another speciality of this Microsoft Access is the student name. It will be a text. Yes, by default, it has come as a short text that I'll keep it as it is. But another mobile number will be a number. So that I can make it as a data type as a number. So that is a speciality. Then address will be a short text. I'll keep it as it is. City also will be alphabet. The text I'll keep. See, email ID, I want it in a hyperlink. So I can see there are so many data types for us are available. So what I'll do here, what it is, mobile number, I'll keep it as an email ID, I'll keep it as an hyperlink. Then a photo, it is an attachment. We'll be taking it from the some other folder, so that I'll keep it as an attachment. And a fees you see here, fees, it will be in the form of an amount that I'll store it as a currency. If you want, you can store the students, this thing is a date of birth also. See, for that, we have an option called as a date and a time. So like this way, as I want, I can design my table. Now I'll go to the left side again in the view. Now let me see the data sheet view. So before that, we need to save the table. I have saved it as a data type. See, now you see all those design fields what I had given, I am getting it here. See, let me do it faster. See, that ID will come by default. Student name, I'll give it as a Pooja. So see, that ID has created, it has taken it as a 1. See, now for the mobile number, I'll give a text. And see now. See, now it will give a error like okay. Because the mobile number, the data type I have given it as a number. So I have to give a number only. So that other text it will not take. See, enter the new value. Suppose if I give a number, some number, now it will take it. Address, I'll give it as an RC Nagar like this way. See, city, I'll give it as a Belgavi. Then email ID, suppose if I give it, it will take it as an hyperlink. Okay. And the images you see, when I click the image here, it goes to the attachment. Then we have to click add. Then in a photos, pictures, I'll go to the pictures, then I'll add the photo, then I'll open it. Okay, then I'll do the, okay, see that has been added with the 1. So in a currency, see how it is showing with the rupees. So I'll give it as a some number. Then when I go for the date of birth, I'll get a calendar like this way. So from that, I can select that the date of birth. This feature, we don't have it in a other tool. So just randomly, I'll type some more names like this way here. And I'll so that we can design query and this we need some data. I'll give it here. Then we need suppose I'll take some. Okay, for the report and all we need some data in a table. So for that I am taking it out. So because it becomes easy for the viewers to analyze it. So now I added another photo for the second one. Then just I'll add some amount here and some dates. Like okay, it is gap there. It does not takes the gap. See, again, I'll get a calendar here. Just one date I'll put it. And some more date I'll put it here. And it considers only mobile number here. Address I'll give. And a city I'll give it another. Because another feature I want to show for the city also. So then I'll give it as a emails. Then one more photo I'll add it. Then we'll go for the next this thing. Add, go to the image, any photo if you want, student, then you have to put it as an add. See, these 3 datas will take it now. With this, I'll show you. Otherwise, the data entry will take a lot of time for us. Like, see, this is how we have created a table. Like, suppose you want to find out how many students are there from the Belgavi. See, just we can click it here and equal Belgavi. If I click it, see, there are student from the one Belgavi like. So like that way, 1 minute. Like this. Suppose how many students, suppose you want to arrange the students name in an ascending order, like randomly that some persons have entered the data. Suppose you want it in an order, so we can click it like this way. Then suppose if I want it in ascending order, see, all the names will be stored in a ascending order. Or if you want it in a descending order, so the data can be stored it in a descending order like. So like this way, we can arrange the students' data. Suppose if there are 100 students and all in a department or in a college, so it becomes easy to organize the data like that. Okay. See, now this is the data has been created. Now at the second time, I don't want the complete detail of the students. Like I want only a few tables of this like. See, that is, we call it as how to create. Now I want only a student name and a mobile number for the some data like. I don't want the all the data fields. So then how to do it? So next, again, go to the create. See, there is a called as a query. We can create a query. So we can request to retrieve the information from this database. So now I'll go for the query wizard. Okay, so we'll save the table once again. See, when I open that query wizard, I got a 4 types of a query wizards here. So let us have a simple query wizard. The first one, I'll click it as an OK. See, I'll get it. I'll click it on a student name and I'll select that field. And another one, I want a city or mobile number. I'll take it only mobile number. So then I have selected the 2 fields. See, next, when I click a next here, show all the fields of the data. We don't want to give any gap there. So then what is the title you want to give for the query? You can type it here if you want to change it. So let me keep that same. And now you want to see that query, how, see, the student data query is created like this way. The data fields which you want, you can select only those data fields like, okay. Or if you want to another option, you don't want to take it from the table like that way, or we can go for the query design. See, when I do that query design, I'll get it like this way. Okay. See, now I'll click it on a student data. And below we have another selected table. I'll click it on that selected table. See, I got a table here. Okay. So that table will be automatically will be available for us here. When I click a field here, see what I want only a student name. I'll select it. And for the next, when I go here, I want only a mobile number. I'll click it. Okay. So now I want to see how that is going to appear. See, again, I got only a student number and a mobile number. Whether you want to take it from the table or you can go for the query wizard or you can go for the query a design like that. Okay, this is about a query. So now I'll take up a third one, a form. So from the student data, okay, we'll create a form now. Now I'll double click on a form. See, this is the form for each student. It will be generated like this way with all the data fields which were there in a student details like this way. For each student will get a form like this way. Suppose you don't want to create a form in this way. Okay. So then we'll go for the blank form. See, I got a blank form here. So here. Then show all the tables as we have only a one table with the student data. See, now as I wish, I can place. Suppose I want a student name first, like see now. I'll just put it and I drag it. I'll get a student name. Yes, I don't want the mobile number to be a second. I want the address to be a second. So now like this way, I can drag and place it. So as you want, you can create a blank forms or the student data forms also. So it is very much useful for the business people, for the entrepreneurs, where they can keep their data in their own organized way like that. So this is how we can create a form. There is a one more option, form design. You can try it out later. Okay. So next, see, I'll go to the report like that. See, report. See, the report of a table is generated like this way. See, from the student name with all this data will be available for us here. So this way, the whole, what you can say, the form is created here. Suppose if you don't want to create a form, again, you can go for the blank report. and we have a student table here. Okay, so then you can create the formats. Suppose the student name I want, so all the students name only I'll get it. Suppose I click out an address and drag it, I'll get address of all the students. So like this way also email ID, so I'll get a email ID like. So at like this way we can create our own forms also based on our need like. So this is about creating a query, how to create a form and create a report like that. So as I am giving an for the educational institutes, I am explaining in that concept only. So next I'll take up another important thing. Now I'm closing all these windows. So next will be a, see now I have a student data like this way. Now suppose if I don't want the student data, I'll just delete it. Okay. And few more things I want to show you here like this. I don't know. And this also let us not include here. Otherwise also we can create a one more table which will take a time here because the time bound is only half an hour here. See now what I'll do, I'll take a student marks here like okay. So now marks I'll take it like a 10 marks I'll give and 20 I'll give and a 30 I'll give for the some subject, and another subject I'll give some marks like this way and 30, and another subject I'll take some 10 marks, 20 and a 30. Suppose you enter the student marks like this way. Okay, these are some English marks like that way. And this is a Kannada marks, some subject marks I have entered it. Suppose you want to do the addition of all these numbers. Okay, so there is an option here. Okay, when you go to the home, there is an option called as a record. Okay, so in the record, we have a totals. So when I click it on a totals, okay, then I'll get a row as a total. Okay, in that if I click, see again I'll get a so many options. This is again one of the very good tool for the teachers. Like see, I'll get it. Suppose I want to calculate the total sum. See, I got it as a 60 like. Suppose for the 100 students, it becomes a very easy if the number of students are. Suppose for the next subject, I want what is the maximum score in that subject? See, just if I click a maximum, it will give the maximum score like. Suppose I want to find out the average of the total subject scored by this 13.33. So this calculations can be done very easily here like. Then suppose you want to find out like here, suppose how many students have scored equal to 10, not equal to 10 or less than 10 or a greater than that 10 also we can be easily see for the equal to 10 there is only one student. So like that way we can find out the students data very easily. Okay, and one more the feature of this is like we can import the data from the Excel and the text file, and we can also export our the data or the table created here to the Excel or the Word also very easily. We don't have to copy and paste in a other this thing. So just we can export and import the data very easily. That is also I found it very interesting and a very useful tool for the teachers like. I think this much is already I consumed 25 minutes. Is it okay, madam?
Yes, ma'am. So you have something more to share? Or you're done?
That is exporting and importing. It will take a time, lot of time.
Okay.
That is a text file. If you want to just, if I want, I can show you, but that will take more time. Like.
Yeah. I think it should be fine. We should let our audience ask something.
Yeah. If they have anything, like if they want to share anything more features, like see, as it is a tool, we can extract more number of operations are available here. Like I think this is. I think I'm done with this. database engine.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. I urge audience to express your views, or if you have any questions, please put forward. Yeah, so I think nobody have got any questions because they want to. Yeah, so Professor Dodmani is asking to arrange one more seminar on this because I believe it is very much required for teachers on everyday basis. You are doing a lot of documentation work. I totally understand. And we were really privileged to have you, madam. The moment she said, is it okay to give it on Microsoft Access? Even I felt many times it keeps popping up on our laptops, try Microsoft
Yes.
Access, but we never try. We are always happy with Microsoft Word and Excel. We don't want to
Excel,
explore anything.
correct.
But when madam suggested, I felt this is the opportunity now. The time has come to explore. Truly amazing. You presented it so seamlessly. The initial presentation, you gave a background theme, set it up very well as why this is a lot better than Excel. You demonstrated it so well, creating the student database every day, what we use, and quickly I know there is a lot of depth to this tool, but you showed us interesting stuff. You were so quick to show everything. We were amazed by your quickness in the demonstration. We would like to carry those skills from you. Thank you for taking time on Sunday to impart your piece of knowledge to all of us. We are deeply humbled and privileged to have you, ma'am. Yeah, and we have an announcement. Before that, yeah, yes, ma'am, I would like to share my screen.
I'll stop sharing. I'll do
Yes,
it.
ma'am. So, just want to say that these sessions are not just going. I mean, we are finishing the sessions and clapping and nothing like that. I want to show this to Shalom. I recently am preparing for my pitch deck to be presented in front of investors and customers. So, by learning from what you told me in the session, I have designed these using Canva, which I had not done earlier. I used to use only Google Slides or PPT. Whatever you taught us in your session, I've been implementing it. Thanks a lot, Shalom. And also, madam suggested that all the entrepreneurs in the data age of data and AI, it's very important for us to start saving our data from the day one of our businesses or anything, because any organization, the success for any organization is its data. If you're not maintaining our data, then it's definitely going to be a big loss going ahead. So madam has properly highlighted the need of database management, storage, not just for educational institutions, it's for all of us freelance trainers and teachers and entrepreneurs. It's extremely important to store. And I was very much excited by the way the plug and play options and so quickly it queries. Wonderful presentation, and thanks for coming up with such a nice topic and taking time to demonstrate it all so quickly. I have one last announcement for all the teachers again. I'm sure all the teachers' dream will be to publish a book on their name, write a book, be an author, but somewhere we will not have time. We're all occupied in mundane tasks and trying to meet the deadlines, trying to finish the day perfectly. So we don't know where to start, but somewhere we have to take some time off and start doing. So we are introducing, I would like to share this with you. So this is a new program we are bringing. We're calling all the educators to discover the author in you. We are launching a book from 3D Hub, which is named as Echoes from the Blackboard, a mosaic of Indian teachers' lives. So you can submit your short stories to us on this mail ID before 1st April. we all had very nice entries for the proud teacher moment, the same stories, or you can try to extend them to make it a short story of the maximum word count is 2000. It's an anthology we are trying to build and release this. There will be a grand book launch ceremony where all of you will be authors. So we are planning for this. We're not charging anything for publishing this, but if you want to have a copy of your own, only then you have to pay it and get it. But publishing this book, we are not charging anything. We are tied up with one of the publishing houses, and we are trying to publish this special book of teachers' lives. So reflect on your teaching journey and come up with a story. It will be published under your name. And we are selecting it and we will also be editing. Just try to freely express yourselves. Do not bother about the perfect grammar or anything like that, because we have editing team which will take care of that. If you have a story, you can write it, submit it to us before 15th of March, and you will be ready as an author. Your first step as an author will begin here. Thank you all. So you have any questions on this or on what Madam has said? Please go ahead and ask.
I just want to say a few words.
Yes, madam, please.
Very interesting session. We used to use a lot of Microsoft Excel and advanced Excel. I have not tried this Microsoft Excel. Happy we learned today one more tool. Every week we are learning. Little, I remember this one quote, little drops of water make the mighty ocean. So every week you are adding one pearl to this knowledge. It's an ocean, but at least one drop we are collecting. It's a continuous journey, I know. And thank you, Madam Jayashri Madam, for a good session. Thank you, Chetana, for giving the platform to interact and learn. I believe learning is a continuous process. We need to upskill ourselves on a continuous basis. I'm happy you are coming with echoes from the blackboard, a mosaic of Indian teachers' lives to share some stories, interesting stories of our as a teacher. And if you can put in that this one also WhatsApp group,
yeah,
we will remember this. How many words when we have to.
Yes, ma'am. I will definitely share this.
Thank you, Suchitna. One more thing. I'm an author of a book, some books which are very popular at national level. One is entrepreneurship development, another one is TQM. If there is a slot available, I want to share with other teachers how I started authoring a book.
Okay.
I remembered suddenly a topic which I want to share. I want to call it as authorpreneur. As it is an entrepreneur, not an entrepreneur, but it is an authorpreneur because it is your product. You have built a network because you can't do it alone. Writing a book, you need a good editor. And I got the #1. My book is published by #1 publisher in the world. Pearson is #1 publisher in the world. Who they have got a global presence also. If possible, if the slot is available, sometimes I want to share my journey as how I found this good editor, how I started my journey, how to write a book in one session. Please let me know when the slot is available, because I also want to share whatever I can share with others.
Yes, ma'am, definitely. Thanks for putting forward this. It's very important that all of us come and share here. It has been adding a lot of value. Like you said, every drop by drop, we are enriching each other's lives. We will definitely have a slot for you. And a lot of people are coming up. Maybe we have to have one more session in the week to accommodate.
Madam, I think this is the best session because too many also. That is my opinion. It's personal opinion. Every Sunday I look forward 10 to 10:30. I'll make sure I'll be here 10 to 10:30. I think one is enough. Too many things also. That is my personal opinion.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, I'm also looking forward to share my authorpreneur journey with all of you. How to choose an editor, how to start writing, how I started with my own thing I can share with all of. So that will be helpful for other people.
It will be a great value add, definitely. We will arrange it on one Sunday.
Thank you so much.
Next Sunday we have somebody from MBA college.
Vinayak.
Yeah. He is doing it, Mr.
He
Vinayak.
is from our college, madam.
Yes, madam. Professor Vinayak Uprate, he'll be doing next Sunday. So
Yes,
after
he
that,
told me, madam.
we'll have your session.
Yes, madam. Thank you, madam. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
ma'am.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. So have a nice Sunday. Thank you all. We'll catch up on next Sunday. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you.
I heard somebody's voice.
Krupa.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning. Nice to have you.
Yeah, it's me, Krupa. Good morning. Yeah, my network is an issue today and it's getting on, off. I don't know why.
Okay.
You're putting the recording of today's. I really want to attend Jayashri ma'am's.
Yes, ma'am.
this
All the
mo- I
recordings
could
of the
join
Sundays
only
will be
very
put up on
late.
YouTube.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
ma'am. Thank you so much, and congratulations once again for being the chairperson of IEEE North Karnataka.
Oh, yeah.
Really proud of you.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
We're all here to support all your ventures.
Yes, we want
principles.
industry support. So we are looking forward. That is one of our agenda to
Yes,
bring in
ma'am.
more industry people who are into technology and otherwise. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll come forward with that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a nice
Thank you
day.
so much. Yes.